Hello everybody, this is Digihiro and welcome to another episode of my playthrough of Virtue's Last Reward. And oh my god guys, it literally took me like a couple of tries of like trying around different combinations and thinking when I was like, okay, I think I'm on the right track with this one. I obviously haven't tested it yet, but it looks like a 4-letter word. I got poor. I got these 4 letters, and this is how I did it. So with the previous one, remember how it kept going on about how we needed the 4 pieces? So I did like 15 first, and we landed on letter S. Then I did 7, and we landed on letter P, and that was the end of it. That was the first letter. But now, and then you keep going with the chip number 2 or token or whatever you want to call them if you're imagining that this is like a board, right? And then you reset your progress. You start back again from the start square. But since we're only using 1 chip this time around, I decided to try, okay, let's try like all the numbers that we have, like all the hours in the order that we have and going around the board in that order. But without resetting our progress every time. So first you land like on the S square, and then you go back and you land on P, and then you continue, you keep going, and then it takes you again to P because you have to do 20, you have to do like a full around the board, and then you go 6 and you ended up at O, and then so on and so forth until you get 4 by only using 1 chip and like going from one letter to the other. I'm probably explaining this very badly, but it feels like it's a solution that I want to try. If it's not right, then it's back to the drawing board for like the 6th time, I think. Yeah, but let's go ahead and hopefully this is right, and it is. Thank God. Ooh, I was at my wit's end with this one. But yeah, no, essentially it's what I was saying in the previous episode. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to like explain my train of thought, as I am also focused on commentating everything that I am doing. And at the same time, I'm worried if it's content that anyone wants to see, content that's entertaining to anyone, because let's be real, it's not fun to watch somebody get stuck on a puzzle for 40 minutes. So yeah, it's an extra stress layer that simply isn't there when I'm thinking about these puzzles on my own. And it's happened a couple of times before now. It happened with like the infirmary puzzle with like the pills, and it happened with the dice problem. Well, the dice one was more so that I had to go back and like try. It kind of was a bit similar, but in any case, it is a huge satisfaction to be able to solve this and figure them out without having to resort to like, you know, switch into easy mode or anything like it, because I am determined to get those spoilery files that are giving us so much trouble. In any case, let's keep going, shall we? Thought so. Nice work, Sigma. Yeah, I guess. Oh wait, look. Yeah, turn blue. Huh? This one's different. All the symbols are in different spots. Sure are. That's what we were looking for, Clover. Alright. It is finally time. But actually, let me... yeah, let's go get rid of the ones from last time. And just for good measure, I have a terrible memory. It's not really that terrible. I feel like this game has actually like been putting me through the ringer, and they're pretty straightforward. They're pretty simple combinations, only like 3 symbols on this pattern, but just in case, just in case. And just for consistency's sake, let's throw a little sun here too. There we go, pretty. So let's do the blue one first. That's the sun, the star, and the sun over here in those 3 corners. So sun, star. I guess that drawing them also helps my photographic memory a little bit. Not that I have like a purely photographic memory, but I am definitely like one of those people who are like a little bit visually inclined when it comes to like the study methods that work for me. I've always been the kind of person who gets a lot of use out of mind maps and color coding and everything. So yeah, it does help. You did it. You opened it. Alrighty. And now, for the second one, that was sun, star, right? Alright, let's see what we have. Probably a map and whatever this is. Ooh, it's open. Wait, is this like an injection gun? Don't we already have one in the infirmary? We did, yeah, because Quark was anesthetized earlier. Good job. That's twice you opened it. Oh, that thing looks dangerous. You mean this gun thing? Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I think this is just an injection gun. Yeah, but what's in the vial? I think that's pretty relevant, don't you think? I think this is just an injection gun. It's a helpful tool, not a weapon. Are you sure? I think that kind of depends on what's in the vial there. See, Clover and I are on the same track. The label says neostigmine? 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 I'm gonna say neostigmine, alright? That's probably wrong, but whatever. Huh? What did you say? Neostigmine? Why, does that mean something? Let me see it. Neostigmine. Neostigmine. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. We certainly haven't. Not that I can remember. No good. I can't remember. Damn. I don't think it's bad though. Do you have any proof? I mean, we could just give it a try. No, don't do that. Actually, honestly, don't. But yeah. No? Of course not. Could you let me hang on to this? Why? Are you sure it's not dangerous? What would you do if it was? Probably like take it away from you? Sit on you? I don't know. It feels like I could probably like immobilize you if I wanted to. Or maybe not. Maybe, you know, we know that Clover was able to take 7 down with an axe. So, at least in some timeline. So who knows, honestly. Alright. I trust you. You don't seem like a bad person. No, she's really not. You know, we do bring up axe ending every once in a while, but I will forever be an axe ending understander, if that is even a word. I think I used the same turn of phrase in my 999 tier list video. But essentially what I mean is, yeah, there were circumstances that led her to the kind of mental breakdown that resulted in everything that happened there. So yeah. Anyways, thanks. And how about I let you take me on a date sometime? We get out of here in one piece. Don't say those words to me again. Oh my god. No, I've never liked the anime. I certainly didn't appreciate them over and over again in that puzzle. I'm just kidding. As frustrating as puzzles can be, they really are something that I enjoy doing, and yeah. But right now, it's too soon, man. Yeah, cool. Moving on. We've got a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, but it's all flat stuff. I mean, nothing wrong with flat stuff. Jesus. Sigma is infecting me already. Yes it is. First, we got a map. Floor B. Map I found in the infirmary said floor A. I guess that means floor A is the top floor. I mean, we took the elevator down to get here, right? Yeah, that sounds right. Up next, some gray cards. Key cards. They've got moons on them too. This must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There are 2 of them, just like with the sun keys. One for you and me, and the other one's for Quark. But he's... yeah... well, there's not much point in giving it to him. I'll hang on to it for now. Okay, what's next? A piece of paper with something written on it. Here are some more AV game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. It trips me up. Look, that's not how the English language works. I get that it's a pun, not how phonetics works. Anyway, if both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of three has to vote. In other words, all three of us can't not vote. One of us has to. So either you or me, you mean? Oh well, there's no reason not to pick ally in the next round anyway. Of course, first we've gotta get out of this room. That'll be easy. Just look at the last thing in the safe. The key to the exit. There we go. Alright, can't wait to get out of this place. Yeah, let's do it. This is the lock for the exit. It says lock right now. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. He's always so dramatic for these doors, for no reason. I mean, just for his personal satisfaction, I guess. Look.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Oh, this shit again. Why aren't they waiting for us? This happened a couple of playthroughs again, and I don't really care for it.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
Why would they do that? Whatever, we should be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
What? Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pots.
The screen, it changed.
It did? What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, the other group did say that they got like some information from, like about the pods that were used. So I'm guessing this is it. It says recent operational records. Yeah, there you go. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Of course, this is new information for us in this route, so let's pay attention. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we put him into, after all. I read on. 0748. One subject released. Oh. This is new. Like, the time when it happened? 086. One subject successfully restored. 016. Cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. Oh. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. Admin, huh? I checked the other pods. They were all the same. Actually, let me write those numbers down. Excuse me. Because this is the new information. The usage of the pods, that's something that we already knew. The specific times, though, could be relevant. Yeah, this seems to be the same. Prior records have been erased. Whoa, what's all this? Okay, give me just a second. There we go. Release. Restore. Cold sleep. Disengage. And beginning restoration. Okay. And then the prior records have been erased. All right. Whoa, what's all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
Right.
Well, 3 people actually. One for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. We don't know how much earlier. Now, dear viewers, if you have been paying attention to the things that have been speculated about on this playthrough, I think we can probably safely guess that at least, according to where my train of thought is going and the theories that I have put forward, I'm willing to bet Clover is one of them. Alice, potentially, if she is indeed not like an Ice Nine mummy, and she's just like I don't know. There's still like a lot of questions that I have about Alice and her backstory and or connection to Mummy Alice and or possibility that she is the same person and other things. Um, Clover definitely doesn't have some weird, biology stuff going on. I'm willing to bet she was one of the people in the pods. Um, Sigma, I'm willing to bet is somebody else who must have also like we know that his kidnapping took place in 2018, like 25 December 2028. 2018. Did I say that? That's not a number. Um, he was kidnapped on 2028, and something tells me it's decades in the future compared to that, right? It's also like one of the main points of support for my theory that Tenmyoji might be Junpei and that the old lady might be Akane and whatnot. Sigma is potentially also one of those people who have been in cold sleep for what seems like decades. Who else could it be, though? Potentially Alice. Potentially anyone who isn't Quark, because if indeed Quark is like Temioji's grandson, then it's likely that he was born like more recently compared to now, to current time. Kay also seems to, considering what we learned from his backstory and his connection to like the old lady that we think is Akane. So yeah. And then no idea about Luna or Dio. Honestly, could go either way with those two. And Fi. What about Fi? We don't know anything about her, so again. Anyway, all of this is speculating that is probably wrong, but just putting my thoughts out there. Don't know how much earlier. This is gonna be the key, I think. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AV room.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
That is also a possibility. I think I mentioned, and excuse me, and if I haven't, you will have to forgive me. But I definitely thought about the possibility that maybe the old lady was killed even before the game began, and she was somehow preserved, like for however long she might have been. But don't know. Yeah, if you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? So who were the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me! How am I supposed to know that? All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
I do have my theories, but I won't repeat myself. Doesn't say when they were put into cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
Sure does. I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself. The log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 a.m. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Oh, they're supposed to be minus signs. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. So yeah, so we don't have like a time for beginning restoration then. That one was empty. But the other ones have like minus 8:16, so like approximately 8 hours ago. Who would ever write the time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Because they're definitely like obscuring the time where all this process with the cold slip began. I bet that's gonna be like the twist, right? Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is.
Why not?
Well, if I know. But then why reveal the rest of the logs to us? What information does that give us? Speaking of things I don't know, why did this stuff suddenly show up? Yeah, there we go. Excellent question. It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
But if so, why obscure part of the records and only show us part of them, you know? Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. That's what I'm saying. Why?
Could it all be a trick? All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
Again, what would be the purpose of that? So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else.
Definitely a lot of unknown quantities that we don't have in our power right now, so speculating is probably not gonna get us anywhere. I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna share all my theories with you, my dear viewers. But yeah, let's ask somebody
Maybe they
else.
can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. If the AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was all right in his spot, then hurried out of the treatment center. Okay. Well, so this takes us to the second warehouse, to the one with the white doors that we still haven't progressed past. And then we backtrack. Yep. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
Huh, so it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the third round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon. If nobody dies. Jesus Christ. So far, we've had no chance opening these. Something or other has always happened that stopped us dead on our tracks, or like gave me a game over or whatever.
Yeah, well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
I don't like what you're implying, Clover. Yeah, that's true.
We're a pair, right? And who's our opponent?
Yeah, Clover, don't even go there.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That
Results
just...
will be displayed.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that. The voice just kept going, but there was no more script. So, anyway, you aren't saying we should pick the tray, are you?
Weren't you planning to?
I wasn't.
I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
Who do you think I am? I mean, okay, I don't know who Sigma is. I am not like that. No, that's not... I thought that with Quark's condition, I'd be able to choose ally and not worry about getting betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
Clover!
So let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious? You were really going to pick ally?
Is that so hard to, like, understand or, like, try to comprehend?
Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round.
Well, okay, I do have knowledge that there will be a next round. She doesn't. That's a fair assessment. But also, just thinking about the whole thing logically should tell you that, yeah, there has to be a next round by necessity.
There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right?
Okay, she's talking about this. Fair enough. I retract whatever I just said.
Dio, Kay, and Phi. What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
They're gonna betray each other. They're not gonna get anything. Phi and Luna are playing against Temioji. He's only got 1 BP left though. I really don't think they'd pick Betray. Temioji picked Ally, they'd kill him. And Temioji wouldn't probably pick Ally the way he is. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and Kay, and Alice is BP.
No! Don't even think about that!
Yeah, I agree. But her BP is the same as Temioji's, so unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that's generally the best defensive choice.
But if Dio chooses Ally, then Kay would have 9 BP.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If Kay gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB game.
Unless we can trust him not to go through door 9 right away, which he has said, and this is knowledge from a different playthrough, so I don't blame Clover for like being cautious. He says he has no interest in leaving, so again, that's also like mighty suspicious, mighty interesting potentially. Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
So you think that Kay will stay here, even if he gets enough points to leave?
I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not!
Well, we can't think about how we're gonna vote later. Sorry, we can think about how we're gonna vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple of things I gotta do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me. Let's also keep in mind that Clover did keep the gun with the meds that we don't know what they do. Not saying that I distrust her, but she is understandably distrusting of others in this game. And when people don't trust each other, it can lead to drastic actions being taken against individuals. Alright, now who was it that opened the AB gates again? I'm willing to bet it was Dio and his group.
Clover.
Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Temioji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pause as quickly as I could. Yeah, let's all
So are
take a
these
deep breath.
pod things really safe?
Not sure, and honestly, I would be cautious about them as well. But I mean, if the alternative is, yeah, that he's like all violent and stuff, I don't know.
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe.
Well, are
It's
they
fine.
safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, all right? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover? Don't worry. We've still got 20 minutes left.
Okay.
Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
But does she want me to go into the AV room on my own?
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Semyoji followed her at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone out of the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some explaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I wanna know why the hell you do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Fi gestured toward the line of AV rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun?
Yes.
Here? Well then who was it?
I opened it.
I thought so. So it was you. Figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Theo, yes, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of these notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
The pressure exchange chamber. Have we heard of this? We haven't. Have we?
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
Huh. Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option.
See? It's properly spelled now. Game is gaslighting
If
me.
both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died.
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
Sure. So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have. What the hell, bro?
Don't call me bro. I'm not your bro. I'm your op. I'm so rude.
You
to
said the
him.
room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelavir?
No, it's not really that kind of place. It just has those pods and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
No, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it says so on the screen next to the pods. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. And hold on! We've glossed over this. The record for the pods did say that they say beginning restoration and then cold sleep disengaged. And then restoration and release. If we go back like in chronological order, but going from like earliest to the closest to now. Jesus, I can't speak today. What I'm trying to say is, the people who were originally put into the pods were not sick. We saw what happened with the plants, right? But it can't cure Radical 6, so what does restore mean? And restoration, like, does it mean that we were being healed by the pods? But if so, it definitely wasn't Radical 6, it was something else. I don't know if I'm like misremembering or misinterpreting the words on the screen, but in any case, let's just keep going. Yeah. It's better than nothing though. Oh, right, there's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quick as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
Seems like it. If you can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. It didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, That means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Yeah, I think
So, what would happen to the heart?
it stops, right? Technically. Oh, is that potentially a way to get our bracelets off? Hold on. Oh, what?
Wouldn't it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Oh,
Your
yeah.
heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
Shit. That's a very good point. So if we go into cold sleep, our bracelet would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
I mean, it sounds too easy, doesn't it?
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Something tells me it's not gonna be as straightforward though.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
Right. The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
So we're all going back. Yeah, that's a good point. What happens if we open Quark's pot right now?
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna.
Yeah, I thought so.
Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
Otherwise, that would have been like a very big loophole. But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, no,
I remember
yeah.
checking it.
I thought I was misremembering. I was like, is the game gaslighting me again?
Then that bastard set this up.
Damn.
Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is.
Yeah.
Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Yeah, exactly the words I used.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate?
I don't think it was due to Phi pointing it out, though. Maybe it was like, I don't know, like arranged that way.
Really? You sure?
It would have given potentially Clover and myself the chance to do it, but then I don't think it would have been like a wise choice to do so, because we would have been stuck here until somebody else will come this way and potentially get us out. So yeah, that's very risky. That's a lot of time to waste, even if we wouldn't have known yet about the rule that we all have to vote. So
Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
These people are always cutting it so close.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo.
Shit! Tenmyoji, are you really sure that's what you want to do?
Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one BP.
Yeah, and you were betrayed before.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
I think I can trust Luna. Phi is so ambivalent. I've talked about this before. Could go either way, but at the same time, she doesn't feel like she has to force her opinion on the vote on other people. She certainly didn't do so with me.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna.
Still, though, very reckless move.
I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay, then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that? I won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on. We don't have much time left. We need to go.
Oh boy. Back at the Flora warehouse, we opened the AV rooms. There goes Kay with his little bells jingling.
4 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
All right, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
Okay.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
Yeah. You told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I, take that back?
Oh, really? Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet?
I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you? Yeah, I am interested here as well.
I can't tell you.
What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
Why? Because it's something that seems like completely unbelievable? Something like everything that our current theory rests on? I won't laugh.
Really?
Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Fair enough. Hey, come
I
on.
promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Did he? Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. I do also need to stop thinking like my current theory is right, by the way. But unfortunately, it's kind of like, you know, like my instinct. But yeah, for all we know, this could refer to anything. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter.
Okay.
Quark is really important to Tenmyoji.
Right.
If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji.
And he's important to you, isn't it?
Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover.
Yeah, listen, it's all coming together. I don't care what anyone says. This is definitely setting up something, right? I'm not crazy.
Just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
But it's not just that, isn't it? It's not just what he said in this game. It's, I think she knows maybe. Right? She has to know. I mean, considering that potentially she and Alice are like maybe involved in some way with like I don't know, I'm missing something. I'm missing a lot of things about how this all comes together, but seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Hey! Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
All right.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited because it feels like it's coming together. It feels like I might actually be right about this. The game is pretty much saying to me, it's confirming that yes, there is a connection between Tenmyoji and Clover. It's not just what they've changed and told each other during this game. But if that's the case, then what's the connection? I feel like I'm on the right track though.
Please, choose ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right?
Yeah, we were talking about this. I probably could.
I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you. So...
Alright. With that, I turn to face the voting machine. And... unfortunately for us, it's about time we finish this episode. I'm sorry. I know that this is like probably one of the worst cliffhangers. It's really not. I think you guys know what I'm gonna choose, but I'm gonna leave it for next episode. Guys, thank you so much for accompanying me. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to continue supporting this series. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.